Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to enter the Under 17 class edition of Honda Racing eMS GT Fastest Attack 2024 in today's video on Gran Turismo 7. As of right now, Part 2, after finishing on the Challenge Class Edition at Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps by using the 1965 Honda RA272, will go again for the second time. As young Gran Turismo players just already know about the different kind of a Honda vehicle, which is a classic F1 race car that has an engine code to be known as the RA272E, displacement 1.5 liter that has an engine type in a V12 that carries out with 228 brake horsepower, and it has a 6-speed transmission to go for only one mid-engine wheel drive F1 race car that has a suitable weight of 1,098 pounds and a balance on the front by 40% and the rear in 60%. As the target time is going yet to be compared different like the Challenge Class Edition, we'll be going on to have a main push to go on the basic and well advanced in about 2 minutes, 30.728 seconds on comparison to top cars in 3%. The regulation, as usual, Racing Hard compound tires is now being set and good to go by using one exclusive theme livery variation to get this one available race car to be set, and also for the brake balance will be partially allowed during one session of the race. Better make sure to be very careful when master 20 turns on Spa-Francorchamps. We'll be having two types of penalty on shortcut and wall collision will go on invalidate time. When it comes to have a basic, we'll have to do the main role as over 17 drivers will have to get down to do some instructor, and under 17 drivers will have to be participate and get yourself to do some driving basic work to find a good line. So better get yourself ready and grab the RA272 1965 with the Honda Racing eMS GT Fastest Attack 2024 livery will be set on the high-speed track. Do your best out there, folks. If anything else might need to do some extra help, we'll always have to get some explained strategy tip from other Gran Turismo players if they already been participate in the challenge class. So let's get started and begin for only one exam of the basic for only a second part of the content video. So as always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for today's lap time challenge on the Honda Racing eMS GT Fastest Attack 2024. Alright, young players, Session 1 is about to be ready to go, and registration to go for a reminder in about 7 days left. If you've already been starting out on the earlier times, we'll have to go by participation. But I just spent a few days later as I just went down to do some plans of preparation, just like doing some weekly challenges for every Friday or Saturday. But you'll have to do one basic example to go mastered on 3 sectors to be highlighted on the course, and have number of turns to go by a direction to be using on the right forward direction. By the starting line, you have to take the first turn on the Lasors before coming approaches to be dived down on turn 2 when going downhill, until you have to go by hill climb on turn number 3 through turn number 5 at the Era Rouge. That could be a very tough steep ascended corner that we had to be very more careful to avoid going off the track. Will be immediately to be having a result of invalidate time. Once you're about to go reach on top, turn 6 will have to go full straight to be entered as you're about to be finishing up on sector 1. Then you're about to go entered on sector 2 to be proceed on to turn 7, turn 8, and turn number 9 will have to take some 2 rights, 1 left, and just have to go proceed onward to be around by turn 10 will be steeper downhill on the right. Once you're about to go clear on turn 10, make your left position to go for a perfect line and make a good steady on turn 11 as you're about to see the Puhan. Take it and go steady well perform on turn 12 as you are about to be entered to be proceed on the campus at turn 13 and 14. Once you're about to get exit on sector 2, take turn 15 and go entered on sector 3 at turn 16. We'll have to go steep up and have enough RPM of the speed with handling and have some proper corner balance if you already do some basic and will achieve to go advanced. As the last and final turn on turn number 19 and 20, the chicane is going to be the only best way to do it in order to do any kinds of strategy to go perfect on the brake zone that you have to keep a good partially to be maintained with the speed. Once you're about to go clear for only one lap, take any number of laps. We have to keep a good target time go objective by 2 minutes, 30.728 seconds. If you're good enough, we'll be proven up and get stronger any way you can. That will have to make yourself to become as a Honda racer. Well, I can't say that the possible briefing is I just went down to do some track course and explained about the RA272 is a classic F1 race car, has actually to be succeeded and achieved of the first victory at the Mexican Grand Prix back from 1965. So it's about to be ready to go again, and let's do it. First session and doing one basic, we'll be embraced to go practice on the workout. Just like Challenge Class Edition, and this edition for under 17 players that you already been participate like last year back from Suzuka Circuit when using the Honda Civic Type R Type FF5 2022. Time it begins, and here comes the first turn. We'll be at the Los Source. Take the brake zone if you're becoming as a beginner. Turn 1 succeeded. Now going down on turn number 2. Just make that good line check to get nearby onto the barrier, and here comes the Irak Rouge on turn 3 as you're about to go steep up on turn 4 onward to be exit on turn 5. And here comes turn 6. Make a good straightaway and climbing up on gear number 6 if you already got some options that you had to get your torque up to the better level. So the first sector is clear. Now go brake zone to be entered at turn 7 at the right. So you have to go on turn left at number 8. Second right on turn 9. Keep at it. Use that left side of the apex till you are about to go entered on turn 10. Will be hold the position to make a good line to be performed simultaneously to avoid green cones to have a result of invalid time. But don't get too oversteer. You might have to take enough speed and better handling to keep a good proper balance. Turn 11 is now being cleared and checked. Now, here comes the pole hon in turn number 12. Alright, very good. Just keep the good handling and stable on the basic. Pole hon clear. Now, let's do the campus on turn 13 and 14. Take the right, then go on the left. Now all clear from having 2 turns on the campus. Take turn 15 and go proceed exit on sector 2, then enter sector 3. Go on the right on turn 16 and have that good straight line to be curb up on turn 17 as we're about to be go entered on turn 18, nearly there. Just watch out for the brake zone and yellow highlight till you have to keep a good speed and excellent handling. But here comes the chicane. This will have to take one good push at this and keep a good eyes on the clock. Slow and steady, and looks like that's going to be overachieved to be dropped down for the goal and going up on the bronze. So my current example record is 2 minutes, 34.726 seconds if you really need to get stronger and tough enough to have that driving skill of physics to go improve. So here comes the second lap. So watch this. But I know I just really had to get myself to overcome many obstacles to face 20 turns on Spa-Francorchamps. Just watch out for the apex, don't get off the track. That will be end up by result of invalid time. But any different position that you have to go on the hook cam will give a better view. Alright, finishing up on sector 1. Now go quick commit on turn 7 through turn 8. pattern of performance to go on turn 9. Gap distance is now going to decrease. Alright, good on turn 10. Now, the gap distance is now going increased to be a little bit more, as I just really had to try to keep up to go average on the silver. Now goes to the Pohan, make turn 12 to go check, and solid line average normal. Here I go. Got to take turn 13 and 14 to do the right, then the left, and get back up to go proceed to be stopped at turn 15, exit from sector 2. Now for turn 16, so be very careful to avoid having that left side of the apex to go nearly there to be touching onto the green zone. Now gonna have to go slide on at turn 18. See? The only example when you're about to perform turn 18, just to stay safe on the curve of the apex to avoid having invalidate time. So one lap will be received to be having an invalidate time that we have to keep a good extra reminder to be very extra careful not to make simple mistake in order to have your current lap time to go perfect achieve on the goal. But experts say, do your best while you can to have a one session to go full on endurance will be embraced to go for the number of laps of limitation for young players to be exactly in 10 laps. Other experts will always have to keep a good full on endurance by the duration in about over an hour. So dirt lap will go reset, and I just really have to keep trying to go pushing up and have this exam will be well demonstration. Total of mileage is 10.2. Alright, very good. Steady up on the handling balance. Watch it for turn 9. Closing up. This could be you versus the ghost card till you really need to get a lot of focus in order to be achieved for this lap time challenge to go hard for the goal. Alright, there we go. Back on 0.3 seconds. Dive in on the Puhan. Just take that apex to go touching up. Solid clear. Watch out for going off the track. Third sector, always have to keep faster more and try not to go loosening up the tight grip to be off the track. Just like this when you're on turn 18, but don't get too much oversteer. Just try to keep it calm and take a deep breath, focus, and then strategize till you have to get things to be working up and go by concentration to be well expertise to be mastered on Spa Francorchamps. But here's my current record update by having a dirt lap on 2 minutes 33.001 seconds. Got to take the Losaurus, we'll have to keep a good improved stationary to be at the inside of the apex, but don't get caught on the outside. Just try to be committed to do it on the inside. So there you go. Iraq Rouge has now been climbed up, and do some more effort of the efficiency might need to go for steady up and handling balance. first sector clear once more. Now back on sector 2 again. Okay, keep up the good handling. So I'll have to become a judge, and every young Gran Turismo players will have to become as the student. Just master the Honda RA272 is a classic F1 race car to be embrace it, tame it, and give it a good bonded potential will be embraced it to give a good classic spirit of racing. The only example, don't slow down, all you have to go faster and proven up to get some basic and go switching up to have some passive or go with the aggressive. But the concentration to have some helpful tips from other Gran Turismo players will be helping you out. But this part of the content video that I just really have to come up with some demonstration of as the instructor. So 15 turn check. Got the face up with the ghost car. Push it a little bit harder and watch the rear to be well seen to be spinning around on the rotors. These bolts are spinning around when driving the RA272 is going to help you out to have a one sign of a tip. Almost there. Just take turn 19 and 20. Okay, now fifth lap. Still not yet to be achieved of the lap time, as I just really gonna have to take that took of the new run. Okay, let's source check on turn 1. Dive down quickly at turn 2. Okay, gonna have to steady up on turn 3 and 4. There we go. On the minus, as I just barely see to be climbing up to go almost by 0.5 seconds and make that blue spot to go up. Okay, here comes the hard part. Watch out for the green cones. That could be an invalidate time source that we have to be very more careful to avoid it. Alright, good performance and line check at turn 10 and 11. 0.7 seconds behind on the minus and go down on the red. Okay, it's back on 0.5 seconds. Got to take that campus once again. Alright, there we go. Exit from turn 15. Proceed on turn 16. We'll go around by turn 17. It's still not yet approving. I just really had to push it a little bit more till I had to go back on turn 18. Okay, there it goes again. That could be sloppy and invalidate that you young players just really need to be very careful. Just try not to be touching on the green spot to be off the track. That could be a weak spot and it has to go proceed to the next lap by a reset. 6th lap. Oof. Okay, on second thought, that should be doing one course of example for a day for it. Well, I can't say that will be have to call it for a day, viewers. And that would be it for only one session for only a total of lap by number 5 in 13 minutes, 3.332 seconds, as the best time I took is 2 minutes, 33.001 seconds. As of today's driving marathon, and the result was 22.4 miles, we had to go adding up and nearly there by having a receipt of the daily roulette ticket. Here are the results that I just went down to do some challenge class edition to be similar to be exactly to go entered on under 17 class edition. In one session, 3 highlights to be marked on the green from lap number 3 in sector 3 and lap number 5 in sector 1 and 2. For lap number 3 on the 3rd sector is currently to be marked on the scene by 39.483 seconds, along with sector 1 and 2 in lap number 5, 42.603 seconds, and 1 minute, 10.208 seconds. But the max speed requirement might need to go carry over to have 155 miles per hour to be adding up by 156 or 157 miles till you might need to go climbing up and make your way to be achieved on the goal. So young viewers, that's it for one session, and I'll have to make sure to keep trying to do my best effort to go climbing up in the goal by saving a replay by the normal and best lap replay that you just really need to keep that as a reminder. But also I just took by comparison the top cars in 4.55% at 7,973rd place is now currently to be marked on the silver. But the main step of the requirement is I just really need to have 4 seconds is now being highlighted to have a target predicted requirement to go up in the goal. That's how you really need to go climbing up and make a good solid achievement by 2 minutes, 30.728 seconds that you might need to have a controller settings to go helping out and add up by having some courtesy example like the force feedback max torque on number 5, force feedback sensitivity on number 10, and controller steering sensitivity at the same number. But if possible, just have to choose any different option whenever you like to go by having a comfortable choices, or just have some other help from other Gran Turismo players who have to help give you some important tips on how to achieve goal on under 17 class edition in the Honda Racing eMS GT Fastest Attack 2024 at Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps by using the RA272 1965. A classic Formula 1 race car made by Honda has ever to be succeeded to be first debuted by participate in the Mexican Grand Prix. I know you really want me to go for session 2. It's all about having some demonstration example if you really want to go and achieve your way up onto the gold record with a comparison to top cars on any different position to go exactly in under 3%. I can go for it. As of session 2, we will be ready to roll to go by advanced level. As I have to keep a good focus, we will be on the go by 2 minutes and 30 seconds. As I had to go down by having a minimum requirement, we'll take the gas by 3.8 seconds. We'll be reduced for only amount of time. Time to do a hard lesson, and this will have to take the hard push to go climbing up and master the RA272 if you really have to face it to overcome many obstacles to deal with the handling and also to have some tight turns with elevation. So it's all clear from turn 1 and 2. Now Iraq Rouge will go climbing up on turn 3 through turn 5. Good enough to have a smooth climbing of acceleration to get there by having turn 6. We'll go full straight to be aimed towards on turn 7 at sector 2. So here it goes. Make that good line perform to be on the right, then take turn 8 on the left, then go right at turn 9. It's going well basic and go like a pro. Now the hard part comes in at turn 10. Just watch the line and make a good solid simple quick S to be having turn 11 will go quicker on the lap. But don't forget, you might need to have enough speed and good handling mobility that we have to keep a good exact focus till we have to get there any way we can. There we go. That's how you can perform turn 12 at the Polhan as you're about to go dive in at the campus like you're doing on turn 13 and 14. Now goes on at turn 15. Press on and takes sector 3. Turn 17 clear. Now here comes turn 18 once again. Better handling, better torque, and better acceleration. And one more thing to have turn 19 and 20 at the final corner face the chicane. Alright, that should be good enough. Record time update for one lap. We'll face the time by almost in 2 minutes, 30 seconds by adding up with 1.924 seconds. That should be good enough for only session 2 for today, and go by one example. By having a 10 lap endurance, we'll have to keep a good eyes on the duration. However, the number of laps should be quite possible that you have to keep a good exact focus to avoid any two types of obstacles by going off the track and having a contact on the barrier, just like you're about to do on turn 1 and turn 2. We'll have to station together to stay in one piece. As a result, the best time I took recently and still on a silver in 2 minutes, 31.924 seconds by having one lap only in a total time of 2 minutes, 46.657 seconds. But I just already received a 4-star roulette ticket by the main guest. Is going to have to take some more attempt of workout that we have to keep practicing more. Here is the result for only session 2 of today. Sector 1, 42.772 seconds. That goes on for a minute, 9.451 seconds on Sector 2, and 39.701 seconds in Sector 3, brings together to be marked and good for the same max speed requirement in 155 miles per hour. Consider this as an interview led by the instructor who will have to help you out to have some main example to go by method, or you can help by other Gran Turismo players who have to get yourself prepared to have a one single lap session and go focus on a goal by 2 minutes, 30.728 seconds. It's I just go update by comparison to top cars in 3.82% at position 3,549 place. Well, it takes a lot of hard work out there to do some lesson of example that you really have to go master for the Honda RA272 1965. Is all about test your skill and go racing for having a time trial challenger. We'll always have to keep a good reminder until this event is over, along with the challenge class in about 7 days left. For every young Gran Turismo players who have been ever participate in the Honda Racing eMS GT Fastest Attack 2024 is quite good, basic, and prove yourself that you're about to get yourself to do some basic and go like a pro to be using for only one part of the lap time challenge, along with the challenge class at the same track on Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps for using the Honda RA272 1965. By comparison, as I just took 2 silvers along with the third one is now being participated from the Mercedes-AMG Motorsport Virtual Championship Hot Laps at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. But 5 days left for the latest Mercedes-AMG time trial and 7 days left for 2 edition on Honda Racing eMS GT Fastest Attack 2024 for challenge class and under 17 class will be received to have a total of combo by having exactly we'll have to get by 3 events on silver in 3 million. Also, for the gold record to be achieved to have exactly, we'll be going up and have a surpassed record to go by earning out by the outcome in about 6 million. Better make sure to have some 2 edition, especially both of them on challenge class and under 17 class is still yet to be available until at the end of the month. But as a reminder, tomorrow is August 25th for the 7th round of Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. We'll be featuring to have some selected vehicle on Honda NSX Group 3, followed by Mazda RX Vision GT3 Concept, Lexus RCF GT3 2017, Nissan GTR Nismo 2018, and Subaru BRZ GT300 at Fuji International Speedway. But it's been a while that I just never been checked out to have some upcoming events from the GTWS Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup. But looks like it's going to be quite giving a good final round to be available on round 7 is going to be the end of this year's Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. But I can hardly wait to feel it, and this will have to go down for the World Finals of the GTWS on Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup at Amsterdam in Netherlands. So I'll have to wrap this up before at the end of the video, so I'll have to be here to participate by tomorrow. We'll do on the weekly challenges as I had to go down to have some buy selected vehicle since last week when I was using 3 cars as well. But I can hardly believe it. The third round of the All Japan GT Championship at Autopolis International Racing Course is about to be open in session for the limited time only once a week. So a video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DeepNetArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, memberships are now open to everyone. We'll join to get access for the price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help and grow by giving a super thanks as an extra. Hope we see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.